and welcome to Whack-A-Mole. Have you ever wanted to be a ninja? Well, this is a closer step to getting there. In this video, we'll be working on making our own DIY throwing stars, but with a twist. We will be using nails. That way, when you're done, you can use the pun, you nailed it. This should not need to be said, but these throwing stars are not meant to throw at any living creature or houses because this will damage siding, windows, and all of that. But they're great for throwing at target and a whole lot of fun. So as I often do, I like reusing and remaking and redoing and all of the above. So we'll be using some rusty old nails that I pulled out of something, some really big heavy nails. One is a little shorter, so I guess we'll be cutting them all to approximately that length. And we'll be welding them into a 4-pointed star. But then we will try something else. I got tons and tons of scrap nails from me pulling apart pallets. Make sure you also check out my pallet buster video, which I show you how I tear apart pallets quickly and easily. But I'm going to use these fine small nails and I'll also try making a 4-pointed throwing star. And then maybe if we get things real crazy, we'll try who knows how many pointed star with using these smaller nails. Now the downfall, the more nails we put on, the harder it's going to be to actually for the nails to sink into the target. They'll be able to more gently, just like barely poke into the target. And then if all goes well, we may actually go outside and test it. Actually, who are we kidding? I'm building these so I can test it. Let's see how it goes. So I'll be working on making a 3-pointed star with the small nails, a 4-pointed star with the small nails, and a 5-pointed star with the small nails. And with the large nails, I have 3 full-length large nails, so I'm gonna make a 3-pointed star with the large nails. Then we can hopefully stick them into wood. We'll see. And then we'll compare how the 3-pointed star goes against the smaller 3-pointed star. And then we'll see how then the 3-pointed small star goes against the 4 and the 5-pointed small star. Okay? I think that sort of makes sense. So we get some sort of test and everything. Now we just got to get on to the sharpening, which we'll use the sander for, and then the welding.
But wait, we actually have one more step that I did not mention, and that is to straighten the nails. In order to sharpen them and make a nice round pointy end to them, well, you have to be able to turn them, and being that they're bent makes that really hard. And yes, I know these are nails, they're just not pointy enough for this project.
Okay, here's a pointer. We'll make these into points. We'll sharpen them on the drum sander with the very worn out sanding disc, so I'm sure that will work great. And then hopefully we'll end up here at a very pointy and sharp throwing star in the end. Okay, all 3 are pointed and ready to go. Just moving my feet, making sure my feet are clear from underneath because I don't want to drop these on my feet. Those do kind of stick. Let's try a drop test. Maybe a stupid idea. They sort of stuck. Oh yeah. We're gonna now attempt to sharpen all those small nails. So, 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 5 is 12. That took too long. Okay, I got all the nails here. We're gonna get ready to weld. Gotta get myself situated and find all my stuff. So of course my welding gloves, my welding mask. Don't just shield your eyes, wear a welding mask. I see some people on YouTube doing it and I'm like, man, you're gonna hurt your eyes. And then try not to weld over your leg or anything like that. I'm not wearing leather like you should technically wear leather. And I'm also working in a small space, so it's not ideal. So I'm working on a concrete surface away from hopefully things will be burnable. I'm just trying to work as safely as I can with what I have. In this case, I am using a flux core welder. I love this little welder. I got this from Amazon. Haven't been paid by anybody. Say that, by the way. It's made by Thorny. 320 easy weld. I just bought like a 10-pound spool of wire. I just used up the 2-pound spool. I actually went to high carbon, and I really kind of like how it's reacting so far with what I've been doing. But I'll try. I may put the links for this in the description. I may not. Depends on if I can find them, if they're all up there. And then I'm using Lincoln Electric's gloves because they were the cheapest I found on Amazon and they work great. Now with that being said, let's get on to welding. It's going to be really hard to kind of clamp this to a nail, I think, and weld the nails. I'm also going to really dial down my heat, my voltage, especially if we're doing the small nails, and I'm going to decrease my feed rate. I'm going to start with the small nails first, just because I got plenty to replace it if I, for some reason, mess it up. Which I feel like I have a strong chance of doing. Don't tell anybody that. Oh wait, I just told everybody that.
Just a warning, there's going to be a bunch of bright flashing lights for all of those who that concerns. Well, the sound may make your mouth water for popcorn and make you think about popcorn and make you want to eat popcorn. The smell definitely is not that of popcorn, just in case you were wondering.
So, it's time to grind. I unplugged it first. I gotta swap out from the cutoff to the grinding disc. So I got the grinding disc on this, not the cutoff. What I do like about this one is this handle rotates to make it a little more comfortable. So that's a nice feature of this angle grinder. Hey, call it an angle grinder, not an angle iron this time. Pretty much all my videos for some reason I call the angle grinder an angle iron. Weird. So I'm gonna try to clean these up just to make them a little prettier. You don't have to. They'll probably get destroyed after one throw or something like that if they bend or I throw them stupid or who knows, these thin ones. I think this is still hot. Let's pick it up with pliers. This one I think will hold up a lot better because it's a lot thicker. Almost 3/16 of an inch. There we go. The 4-pointed one is done. I may not actually sand and grind these all down. I want to more or less get a chance to test them. Yeah, that one's a lot. I like the 5-pointed one for some reason. I can also try putting on. You could also try using like a belt sander or like a drum sander to clean this up as well. So I'm gonna try throwing my nail throwing stars. I got the small nail ones. Man, they're bright out. Step back a little farther. Okay, so we got our throwing star nails, the small ones, and then the big one. I'm gonna take you out into the sun in a moment to throw at it, but we're actually throwing at that cardboard target. Just gotta get a little closer because I don't think I'll be able to reach out and hit it with the throwing stars.
throw the force. I was talking to the camera. I was smiling at you. I was talking to the camera.
Not smiling at me?
I'm smiling at you though, that's why I'm smiling.
Let's see. Oh, I turned out better. Not as ugly as I thought.
Did you hit the pizza box?
So how'd you throw it?
Yeah, just like that.
I said his project was stupid earlier, so then he didn't film me actually getting it because he forgot to push play. And I actually got it on the box that time. You didn't film me.
I did film you. There's the 5-pointer. 4-pointer. 4-pointer. 3-pointer. There's that one, the 4-pointer. 3-pointed small. 4-pointed small. 4-pointed small. Stuck into the wood post actually behind it.
So I just put up a big old wood throwing target from back when I used to throw knives, and I'm just going to throw into that. The wind is just too loud right now, so that's why I'm doing this voiceover over the top of myself talking. So I'm starting off with a 3-pointer, I'm giving that a throw. You'll notice that actually doesn't stick. That one is repeatedly hard to throw. Now here comes the 4-pointed.
That's
Stick.
stuck great.
Stuck.
The other 4-pointed throwing star. Stuck great. Let's try the biggie, the big 3-pointed throwing star.
That one repeatedly was hard.
5-pointed throwing star. Stuck.
These post-apocalyptic nail throwing stars are a whole lot of fun to throw, and we just spent a good amount of time just hanging out in the backyard and throwing them after making them.
There's the big tree. Ah, you nailed it.
I nailed it.
Okay, so here's the recap after testing throwing these. The 3s are a little harder to throw, especially the small one because the small one doesn't have a lot of weight. You can kind of see it slightly that even the big nails have been bent a little bit. So you kind of have to straighten them every once in a while, which is not bad, especially the small ones have a tendency to get a little bent. But all you need to do is just basically you can straighten the small ones just with your fingers. The 4s are like my all-time favorite. The 4-nail throwing star. 5-star is okay. This light 3-star is my least favorite. This large 3-star is pretty awesome because of how heavy it is, but I wish I would have made it into a 4-star. So that's kind of the recap on, you know, making these 3. So that's kind of a summary on how each of these perform. They're fun, they're very easy to make, and they're cheap, especially if you're using recycled nails. And well, it's a fun way just to go out and throw without having the expensive buying throwing stars or throwing knives. And just fun to just throw and hit the target and have fun. So now that we've covered all these post-apocalyptic ninja throwing stars made out of nails, try to say that 20 times in a row, the only thing I gotta remind you to do is hit the subscribe button, as that will keep you up to date as more of these videos from Whack-A-Mole Industries comes out, as they come out, or however it's supposed to be said, and hit the thumbs up button as that lets other people know and lets YouTube and also lets me that you liked this video. And also, make sure to leave a comment. Tell me what you like about this video. Tell me if you've tried a project like this. Have you tried throwing ninja stars? Do you want to try making your own nail ninja throwing stars? What are your thoughts? Would love to hear from you guys. That would be encouragement, and I just enjoy reading the comments that you guys leave. So I'll talk to you guys later. See you in future builds. Keep being creative, and adios, bye, and I don't know any other ways to say bye.